Nice to meet you. Now, let's see. Just what can you do? What's up, guys? Once again here to do a breakdown / live reaction and review to chapter 15 of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, which is known as, it is literally just off screen, but I'm excited. Obviously, with the month-to-month wait, I do typically have to go refresh, but luckily enough with this one, we kind of ended off on a big behind cliffhanger. I feel like we ended off the previous, I don't know why my brain is screaming that we already knew Shinki got cloned before the end of the last chapter. I don't know why. I remember being so confused that this was supposed to be the real at the end of the last chapter. But with that being the case, let's not waste any more time and let's hop right into it. Heading me. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact. I do them to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. And another fun fact. It's them darn feet, bro. It's them darn stupid, stinky, a vibrant life. There we go. It's them darn stupid, stinky, nasty, garbage, ugly, two-toed, disgusting creature feet. I don't care that he has heels. They're nasty. They're disgusting and they're diabolical. I'm sick and tired of them. I don't know. It is the strangest design choice. I'll be honest. I don't get it. Because hold on. Let me look up the Ten Tails. Let me double check. Hold on. Let me take a good, solid, hard, long look. Ten Tails, feet. Ten Tails, Naruto. Let me see. Let me get up. Did its feet look like this? Is that why they have these feet? Because otherwise, I don't get it. It didn't even have feet. Wait. No, it had normal. Wait. Am I tweaking? I may be insane, but hold on. I'm gonna zoom in on the feet. Hold on. Aren't those feet normal? Or mostly, they aren't. Why did they have the Frieza feet? I just don't know why now. I thought maybe, because I looked at the original Ten Tails, the big blob, it doesn't have feet. I didn't see any feet. But at least for that one, the one that was remotely humanoid, it had normal feet. So why? I don't get this. This is the one design choice I just don't understand. I get discolorizing them and giving them these weird, desaturated, off-brand skin tones. They're not human, but they're based on human. So you give them a skin tone, but you give them a skin tone that's slightly off so you can immediately identify them. I get giving them the drip. Once again, they are a merger of the Ten Tails and Code's ability, which accidentally gave them consciousness. I get that. I even like the different styles that they have on, even though admittedly I'm not the biggest style guy out there, but I don't get the feet. I just can't. I don't understand it. Why? And it's such a consistent motif too. Why specifically the feet? I get the initial, at least 100%. Maybe you could call it straight copium. The base claw ground design, not the base claw ground. No. Yeah, because the claws are different from the claw ground. The base claw ground design is a Frieza reference. There's no universe where you can convince me otherwise. That is just a Frieza reference. And I get it. Frieza has those feet. But even then, that's because Frieza's a filthy lizard alien thing. Even then, somehow his feet look better because at least they're three-toed. They're splayed. Hold on, let me see if I can hit that. Let me see if I can. Gosh darn it, I can't. I don't have the fine finger control. They're splayed three-way, like this. But these weird feet, bro, I can't take it. I can't. It's getting on my nerves at this point. Boruto 2 Blue Vortex could be a 10 out of 10 manga if it wasn't. It's filthy, nasty, disgusting, horrible feet. But enough about the feet. I forget his name already. But this Shinki Shinju tree design is nice. I like it. It once again, it doesn't necessarily hit too crazy for me because I don't care about Shinki in terms of a character choice, but as a design, that's neat and it's a cool way to incorporate a character who we probably weren't going to get incorporated as a part of the narrative. So I shrug and I keep pushing. But let's not waste any more time. Let's hop right into chapter 15 of Vibrant Life. All right. Probably still in the village in the sand. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Why, father? Please undo your sand. Let us fight with you too! He cares about you, Shinki. He's not going to let you get nibbled on. Let's see. No. I'm transporting you out of here. You're to escape. That's an order. Understand? Father! I told you. I only came here following the trail of Boruto and his accomplices. None of you really matter to me. I'm assuming this is based on the heels. It's likely Moegi's clone? If I had to guess. Let's see. Yeah, it's her. Once again, it's very interesting. I don't know why they're so strong. I get it. It's the whole, I'm assuming the reason they're innately powerful is one, because they're built off the Otsutsuki in some way, shape, or form. And two, they're likely using the Jinchuriki property that comes from the original series, where ultimately, outside of Kurama and maybe Gyuki, all the Jinchuriki or all the Biju are kind of dumb. That's the thing. They are, for some degree, or to some degree, wild animals, which is funny because like all of them do have personalities and all of them have the ability to speak. But one of the biggest reasons why Ninja and by proxy Jinchuriki are so much better at wielding a Biju's power than a Biju is because they're good at chakra control and they're able to like concentrate and reinforce their abilities much better than the Biju can. And I think maybe that, in combination with this based on code and in combination with the fact that it's a 10 tails, maybe that's why they're so powerful, but still, it's absurd. Like, especially for Boruto tier characters, right? Like we know Gaara, I mean, he didn't last long, but he was able to, like, breathe the same air as Momoshiki. Like, he was apparently viable enough to be brought along. And the fact that he's getting diffed by a clone born of Moegi? Like, sure, she has wood style, but outside of that, that's not really impressive. So, I don't know. It's crazy to me, at least, that these things are this powerful. I mean, I get it. Not really. I kind of would have liked to see Code as be an antagonist, but I guess he gets jobbed too much. But then again, that's Kikimoto and Kishimoto's fault that Code gets jobbed too much. The fact we haven't seen that man in like 10 chapters is crazy. But, I don't know, man. It's still so crazy to me that they are so powerful that Big Papa Gaara is just hooked on sight. Hey, if you don't do something about that wound, you're going to die. I don't think you have the luxury of being concerned about the kids behind you. That's why I'm doing this. I cannot have these promising youths die here, even at the cost of my... Whoa! Wait a minute. Rewind. Gaara. I don't care about them kids. Sacrifice. Okay, that came out a little bit wrong. But like, Gaara, my G, my boy, your cut may be trash, but you're still Gaara. Ikimoto and Kishimoto didn't give enough time to Shinki and those other kids who I don't know the names of. We can sack them, bro. We can sacrifice them right now. Now I think about it, though. No, right now! Gaara, please. And then again, they're probably just gonna nibble on you, bro. They're all literally gonna nibble on you, bro. Yeah, I see them things there. I wouldn't be shocked. But then again, I wonder... No way we're just offing Gaara, though. So the question is, how are you getting out? No way we're offing. Ikimoto, you wouldn't dare. Let's see. Fine, then. If you're not going to resist, then I'm okay with letting them go. Oh, and he sent them all. But Shinki still got eaten somehow, right? Unless is this meant to be Gaara? Maybe? I don't know. It just reminded me so much of Shinki. I'd be shocked if it was Gaara. Like, they have the same face markings, everything. But I guess the hair is different. But let's see. Waft. You could have picked a better sound effect than that. It sounds like... Okay, I'm thinking of Smash Brothers and Mario. Not Mario, Wario. And his downbeat. But let's see. Off they go in the sand. Lord Kazekage! I literally do not remember this character's name. Let's see. Sunakakure's future is in your hands. Gaara, they're gonna nibble you, bro. Gaara, they're gonna nibble you. Gaara, no! Don't get nibbled. Why are they so ugly, bro? Like, once again, I'm not a character designer. Well, I am. But, like, I'm not a good character designer. I'm not a published character designer. I'm not on the level of Kishimoto at all. But, like, these... Like, I get the free... But they don't... I don't know. I get their... You know, I think it's... If I'm thinking about it from, like, Kishimoto's perspective, he probably told Ikimoto, make them as unnerving and slightly off-brand human as much as possible, and throw in a Freezer reference. And if I'm given that command, this is how I would make the Claw Grimes look? Still, bro, I don't get it. I don't get it. But I guess we already kind of burned the off-brand human, but still swagalicious designs on the Otsutsuki, right? And we can't just have another set of Otsutsuki, considering how controversial the Otsutsuki... Actually not! I'd say a lot of people have come around to the Otsutsuki more than they had before, so maybe it's not as controversial as it was when they first appeared, but, like, that's probably why they look so weird. And the Freezer reference, like, once again, the tails really add to it, and obviously those filthy feet, but, like, I think that's why. That's why they're supposed to be so ugly and off-putting. Because, like, Yukimoto's better than this. And Kishimoto is also definitely better than this. Like, I know if they really wanted to make these things look more visually appealing, they would. But, like, I think they're supposed to be, like, they're supposed to be unnerving. And they're supposed to be weird looking. And they're supposed to make me go like, ugh. And it's succeeding. Let's see. Why is it hissing? Do you have the organs to do that, bugger? Let's see. Ugh. Okay, Shinki, how do you get nibbled on? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, Shinki. After your dad sacrificed everything for you, Shinki. No. That's the thing. He has the shadow, right? Or I forget if it's sand or shadow. Once again, I do not remember Shinki. Let's see. Okay, so he thrusts the hand out, guides, presumably the shadow or the black sand. Let me just look up his abilities real quick, because I'm okay with getting clowned in the comment section sometimes, but I feel like I should just review this. if I really wasn't gonna. Let's see. Chunin of the Kazakage. What are your abilities, Buckaroo? What are your abilities? I don't care about your personality. I don't care about your appearance abilities. Physical prowess. I don't care. Ninjutsu. It's a puppeteer. Ah, okay. Puppeteer. Wielding a skeleton-like puppet alongside him. Using his sand instead, she can control his puppets while the chocolate shreds. Okay, so it is sand. Iron sand. It is, okay, so it is the iron sand. All right. My brain was screaming shadow for some reason, but I think it's just because how it's colored. And I don't blame him. It's like hard to do black sand in manga. But all right. He used the iron sand, breaks himself out. Is he going to summon the skeleton puppet? Let's see. Magnetic particle barrier palm. Car, no, bro, fight back. Oh, but he's not gonna. Okay, so that's how he gets eaten. He uses Gaara. Man, what happened to you? Nah, but so he has to sacrifice his own magnetic particle barrier palm, his own iron sand defenses in order to save Gaara here. And let's see how it works. Shinki, no! Boop. Hope you have some air holes in that. Let's see. Father, you are still needed for Tsunagakure's future. Oh, you bad boy. Not doing as your papa says. Admittedly, I am now bigger than him, but I still do innately fear my father. It's not even like a bad kind of fear. Like, notably, I think the fear I feel is just like, oh, he made me. Oh, Lord. Not necessarily, oh no, he can throw me across. He literally can't. I can lift him up. He cannot lift me up. But like, still, I get it. I get the innate fear of the father and still the natural inkling to follow his orders. I think I still do. Let's see. These nasty feet. Let's see. Not doing as your papa says. Yep, okay, so that's why he gets bit up. Nibble. Let's see. Shinki! No Yodo! Who is Yodo, bro? I do not remember these characters. I need to reread part 1. I'm sorry. I need to just reread all of Boruto Naruto Next Generations. I keep pushing off the reread because I keep trying to pick up new manga. I'm trying to reread Hunter x Hunter so I can start reviewing Hunter x Hunter weekly now that it's back. And then I need to go actually read Dan so I can start covering that. So let's see. Shinki! No Yodo! And yep, he got. Interesting that all it takes is one bite. The straight, and then suddenly retreat. Don't mind me! Go! Tell Uncle Kankuro what's happened. What, but where is your dad? Is he like sealed in that sand forever? Shinki, can he escape that? And by the way, you're now a tree. Let's see. Shinki! Wow. So wait, I'll see. So he's fully treed. And he falls asleep, so it looks like his control. Oh no! Okay, that's actually some good. I'm not sure if the tree's actually helping support his hands, but that shows that his jutsu's remaining active, at least seemingly. What is that? What is that in there? Doesn't look like no, I don't know what that is. What is this? I was like, Even though he's become a tree, his sealing jutsu persists. Seems to stay in effect as long as he's alive. Ah, okay. So that's a good thing. That'll probably come up later. How are they gonna get that information? That's the thing. The Konoha Gakure is just gonna have to figure that out on their own, one way or another. But then again, how effective is that? Right? Like, sure, your jutsu lasts, but unless it's like a control jutsu, how is that supposed to work? Like, you would want like a Kodomatsu Kami style jutsu, but that doesn't exist as far as I know in any of our current casts. Just in case for a backup if someone's turned into a tree. But I'm trying to think who's left to be turned into a tree. And we still don't actually know what happens when a divine tree that became sentient consumes what it's actually going for. We don't know if anything happens. Maybe it's just like that desire is fulfilled and they get a new one, or they evolve ever again. Or maybe that person becomes a tree and then produces another divine tree. I don't know. His sealing jutsu persists. Seems to stay in effect as long as he's alive. He risked his life to protect his master. What kind of grit? That kind of grit is admirable. He might make an interesting teammate. Yeah, okay, so, yeah. That's still interesting, though. And it just immediately poops him out, too. Back home as well. That's very interesting. The idea of divine trees is cool. I just hate their feet. I know you may be like, pencil. why are you so caught up on their feet? And it's because it's such a distracting part of the design. Typically, when I see the rest of them, specifically the divine trees, I don't necessarily care too much, but it's always the feet, the feet, the feet. Well, let's see. Vroom. Okay, so back in the Hokage's office. But let's see if Shikamaru gets any sort of pressure, because there was notice that he handed out a code. Let's see. As per the detachment, Shinki appears to still be alive despite becoming a tree. And thanks to that, the sealing jutsu he set. Gaara. Wait, he said. Gaara, while teetering on the edge, has also escaped death. Yeah, but now you're down one of your strongest fighters. And I don't think any of y'all are popping that jutsu. Unless. But, however, it is impossible to save him at present. Because only Shiki himself can undo that barrier. I mean, you could probably brute force it. If I had to hazard a guess, like, I'm not sure how powerful Shinki is. I keep calling him Shiki. Shinki. My apologies. I kept calling him Shiki the earlier parts of the video. His name is Shinki. But because only Shinki can undo that barrier. Bring. Hey, Boruto. You alright? What's good? Okay, so you know the leader of the Sand Village? Oh yeah, Uncle Gar. I mean, Mr. What is Kaze? Why my brain was screaming? I was like, I could not remember the word Kazekage to say in my life. Oh, I mean, not Uncle Gaara. I mean, the Kazekage. Yeah. So Shinki's sealed him in this barrier. Do you think there's anything you can do to get him out of it? Oh yeah, give me 1 second. Let me Uzuhiko that bad boy. Like, I'm pretty sure Boruto can just brute force it. And like, if not, Kawaki could probably absorb the chakra and then just shut it off. Because it's a physical barrier. Like, he likely just infused his chakra into the sand. So like, you can pop that. Yeah, probably a couple ways. But let's see. So Gaara's gone. So for Gaara's sake too, we want to restore Shinki first. Teach us how, if you know. We don't. Plot twist, we don't. Maybe you destroy the Thorn Soul Bulb? That's the only thing we can hypothetically guess, but even then I doubt it. Because then I assume Boruto would just have done it, right? Like the moment he thought he was reduced to that, he probably would have been like, because it probably would have just taken a regular Rasengan. I doubt he had Uzuhiko that bad boy. Let's see. Understood. I have one question, Kankuro. Since that day, has anyone been bearing the same chakra signature as Shinki been spotted in the vicinity? Huh? But interesting though, since that day. So now I'm getting more and more confused on this. So has a day passed? Because I was under the assumption that everyone got nibbled. Like I thought it was all the same day. Unless, I don't know, maybe time has passed in universe? But I thought we saw, outside of Hidari and Jura, I thought we had seen the birth of every single member of the Divine Tree people. And it's Shin, Judah, and Code. I think those are the three, or not Code, Bug, who all became trees, like they became trees off screen, because it's in early part 2 where we get transported back, and then we find out that Bug was bit. And obviously we know Sasuke happened off screen, we saw that flashback. And then we also, I could have sworn Moegi happened that same day. So maybe time has passed in universe? I don't know. It's hard to tell. It all seems like the same day, but considering now they're mentioning since that day, I assume time has passed. I'm assuming since Jura has left and Boruto escaped. Let's see. No. There's been no such report so far. Okay. Good. But keep an eye out. Is that meant to be like Shikamaru's speedball? Let's see. In terms of the tree state, we're still investigating. We're analyzing our intel and devising countermeasures. As soon as we have anything, I'll share it. Thanks. And Shikamaru. Huh? Could you keep this from Tamari for now? Don't want her to get worried. Right. Sure. Oh, that's... some reason that didn't even click my mind. Yeah. Her brother and her nephew both got sealed away. One bit by a tree and turned into a tree, and the other now just in a box or in a bubble. Both presumably on the verge of death. Or, well, Shinki's probably not, but, like, still in states completely uncomfortable. I'm assuming Tamari would not be happy. And technically, she's the first, actually, do the wives of the Hokage actually get a title? I actually don't know. Do they? I forget if they do. Well, for all intents and purposes, if we're saying the Hokage is the president, then technically, Tamari is the first lady of Konoha right now, which is hilarious because she's from Tsunagakure. Interesting. Okay. Right. Sure. But that's gonna suck. Oh, okay, but let's see. Wait, are they not in the same? Okay. So they're talking over the phone. Let's see. Beep. You don't mean we're gonna start seeing more of them? As long as they keep biting people, yeah, you're gonna see more of them. And heck, you don't know. They're gonna be popping around all the villages. If I was the Clawgrams, they'd be like, hey, see that village? Get to nibbling. And then they're gonna get to nibbling. Let's see. And just considering, I mean, so far, I'd say probably Code. No, I keep saying Code. Bug is probably the weakest that's been turned into a divine tree, and even he's relatively small, like, in combination with the others, admittedly. He was enough to make Boruto retreat and make Code run away. So, like, technically, he's small enough. So they could just start on randoms. Let's see. Potentially, yes. We gotta consider the possibility. Listen, if Boruto contacts you, let me know. I just want more of his intel. He's not giving it to you. But, which, I get it. He's probably not gambling too much on Shikamaru, but like, not getting that, but let's see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see. Uh-oh. Frog gang, frog gang, frog gang. Oop, uh-oh. See, that's the thing. The trip is so immaculate. Just those filthy feet. Let's see. Real. Is that my name? That's right. I came up with it. Your name is the most fundamental piece of information you need in order to establish your identity. That's true. I mean, I'm that guy with the pencil. Because I always have it on me and keep it on me at all times. It's just a law of nature. It's part of my name. I'm thinking of the Snarger video all over again. Gosh, I need to stop consuming Deltarune content. I still have to play. No, I will never stop consuming Deltarune content. Let's see. But no. Sorry, my brain immediately snapped because I've been listening on repeat to Snarger's like recent "What's in a Name" video about Deltarune. But yeah, technically, names are the most fundamental basis. Other than after life, names are typically the first thing you get, and in fact, typically before life, people will think of your name. I'm knowing my own birth name story. It technically didn't exist until like right before I was born, so technically I was already given life, quote unquote. But my mom had names. So did my dad. So, like, they just picked what my fundamental nature would be. And then when I came up with the channel name, yeah, that name just came to me. So, like, it's true. It's true. A name is the basis of who you are. It's the origin point. Who are you? And typically, after a while, once you establish your identity, once people hear your name, they know what to think of you. Let's see. Ryu, right? You know me well, Elder Yuta. I'm quite taken with it. Ryu can mean grain of sand. My glorious king, Ryu. Let's see. What the? Shh. A moment, please, dear elders. No, not Frog Gang. Please leave the frog alone. Oh, but interesting. So his whole fit, unless I'll actually know what's probably. Yeah. I wonder, because the fit is all black. I wonder if this is him transporting iron sand from somewhere. Or if this is his very cloak is made of iron sand. Because technically, his entire body is covered in the claw grind material, which allows people, or the cold material, the claws that allow them to transport stuff. His whole body's covered in it. So maybe this is being transported, or maybe it's literally just his clothes, but considering the mass, it's probably being transported. Let's see. Uh-oh, what's up, P-Dotty? Frog gang, frog gang, frog. Oh, no! They ate him! No! Oh. Unless. What is an eye doing on that box? Oh, wait, what? What? I thought that was frog gang. Oh, no, but he's in Shikamaru's room. That's not frog gang. Code, you idiot! So you've just been hiding here? I literally talked about how he hadn't shown up in like 15 years, and the first thing you do was get jobbed by your own creator. Code, you certified, licensed, registered idiot, bro. Yeah. Let's see. Huh? Oh. Let me go. Alright. Code, you are so garbage. No limiters, Code. A threat even greater than Jigen at full power. A rival to his dominancing horror. A character so powerful, he could grab 8 Gates guy in the 8th gate by his ankle and beat everyone else in Shippuden to death with him, including DMS Kakashi, somehow. And he's getting jobbed by a newborn baby. Go, you're trash! Let's see. Let me darn it. What's up with him? He seems to be lurking and sniffing around. I'm shocked you were able to immediately recognize that when no one else could, unless Yuta was listening. Let's see though. You know who he reminds me of, strangely enough? Chihiro from Kakurabachi. Something about his fit, something about his stance, something about his face. He reminds me so much of Chihiro, even though I know Shinki predates Chihiro. Let's see. Lurking and sniffing around. No matter. Release him. His name is Code, and all of us here owe our existence to him. Oh, so at least yours cordial? He's let his creator go. Let's see. Wow. Really? But then again, I've met my creators, or at least the ones who forged my biological flesh. Like, yeah. No, I was pretty impressed with them when I was first born, but then again, I wasn't born a full-grown man yet, so like, I had to wait years upon years upon years before I could even dream of rivaling my father in strength. And even then, he still rivals me in strength, despite how much he claims he doesn't. And even then, my mom too. So like, I get Ryu's rather blasé reaction, because he probably expected more from essentially their dad. I'd say Ten Tails is the mom, and Code technically is the dad. Let's see. Oh, sweet mother of mercy, that ain't way to treat your daddy. What are you doing here, Code? Do you have need of us? Yes! Listen to me! I was like, you're kidding, right? What the heck are you all standing around for? Why aren't you gonna devour Otsutsuki? Why don't they just eat you? Look, I know he's not Otsutsuki. We plan to, eventually, but in the meantime, there's a mountain of other concerns taking priority. That's the thing, Code. You shouldn't have given him free will, Buckaroo. You hold a grudge against Boruto, no? He's a target of elimination for us as well, so feel free to go kill him. Kawaki alone is sufficient as fodder. Hey, what? It's been so long since he appeared, I generally forget what voice I gave Code. In fact, I probably would have given him the Ryu voice if I hadn't already translated that over to Ryu. Let's see. He's kind of a shonen protagonist, but he sucks at his job. Let's see. Hey, that's quite the attitude you're copping. I'll be the one who decides who I'm gonna kill. You monsters just concentrate on devouring Otsutsuki. You won't have no power over them. That's like me raising a lion and me demanding the lion to do something. Just because I raised you doesn't mean I have control over it. Dog, what? Let's see. And while we're at it, don't you forget, the chakra fruit's mine. I'll become a new Otsutsuki and inherit Ishiki's will. Yours like, probably not. Chakra fruit, eh? The chakra fruit, eh? A mass of highly dense energy and genetic information of all life on the planet. I wonder what would happen if we divine trees ate it. Isn't that like a glitch? Wouldn't that be like that'd be like an apple tree eating an apple? Would that just make us stronger? No, I have no idea how that would work. Then again, these guys are like newborns and have no preconceived notions of how anything should function. So let's see. What would happen if we divine trees ate it? Ooh, but you know what I wonder? Since they're all individuals now, they're following Yuta because he's the eldest, presumably. But I wonder if that's going to stir up conflict. Or they're going to be like, wait a minute. How do you get to eat the fruit just because you're our leader? I'm a person too. And there's only one fruit. Let me nibble on it. But let's see. I wonder who's going to be the sacrifice. Like, which one of them is willing to give up their individuality in order to become the divine tree and produce the divine fruit? Who knows? Or the chakra fruit. Hey. Did you just imply you're thinking of defying me? Code? The newborn. Not Yuta. Not I forget his name. Not I forget her name. Not Hidari. Yuta Ryu had you by the throat and he's the baby. And you have no limit. You were cooked, bro. Watch your tone, buckaroo. Let's see. You imply that you're thinking of defying me? You clearly need to be taught what pain is. There's this guy named Nagato. He has a pretty funny story about that. Let me stop. Let's see. Uh-oh. Diving into the darkness? What you grabbing, Code? What you grabbing? Oh, interesting. Did he? I thought that was his own arm, but no, that's Code using his own pathway that exists on all their clothes in order to attack him. But let's see. Oh, did he just fire a Bijou bomb? Oh, well, I think it looks kind of like a Bijou bomb because the black and white particles flying out of it. But if so, it's like a precise Bijou laser to immediately cut off. Wait a second, he just cut off Code's hand. Can you regenerate that? I forget. Can you regenerate that? Who can regenerate Naruto? I actually do forget. Can Code? Is he cooked? Is he just armless now? Let's see. And I love how the hands refuse to leave you in his pockets. Let's see. Looks like he cannot regenerate that. I am truly grateful to you, Code. You bestowed upon us the ability to think freely. Thanks to you, we now enjoy glorious days full of stimulation. Because he's a baby, I won't make the joke and slide it up. Stop it. I won't make the joke. But you can think of the joke. Glorious days, full of stimulation. Okay, Yura. Okay, Yura. Enjoy that stimulation. I'll see. Glorious days, full of stimulation. Are you cooked, bro? Can you seriously not attack? You better reattach that. At first you lost an eye, now you're losing an arm. At least they're on the opposite sides of your body. Let's see. I think your life actually lacks a wee bit of motivation. So out of respect to you, our benefactor, I believe I shall assign you a task. Oh my word. Like, once again, it really is it's a mom and dad situation. It's a mom, dad, and kid situation where it goes the daddy who's kind of washed. And now the kid is like, okay, you do things for me now, because I pay the bills, and I have all the power, and you have no authority over me anymore, other than the fact that you created me, but unfortunately for you, that comes with no innate rights over me. You do what I say. Code, getting sunned by your own sons has got to be wild. Let's see. Otsutsuki Boruto, and his, as of yet, unidentified accomplices. Find and kill them. Succeed, and in exchange, I promise to offer you the chakra fruit. Well, does that not inject some color into your faded life? Oh, but like, you know the funny thing about this? I think Yuda knows. He knows that he's not built for that. I think he might have direct information, but like he knows that Code can't do it. Especially now that he's lost an arm. He's cooked. He's actually washed. That's why he said your faded life. Yuda literally gave Code an impossible task, said fulfill it, and then he said I'll offer you. He'll make an offer. Like how you can offer to sell something to somebody. Like he's not giving it to Code. So he's once again sparing Code's life out of respect for Code birthing them. But that's about it. That's the thing though. Code has jobbed so hard and so much that it's fantastic for the characters that he's jobbing to, simply because we know his scaling. But at the same time, like, dog, fight back, bro. The narrative is not treating you like a punching bag. It's wearing you, bro. Let's see. Color into your faded life. Ooh. Oh no, he didn't reject. So wow, he's actually down an arm. You're actually Code. Can you even weave hand size anymore? Well, you better start weaving the one-handed hand size. Let's see. Darn it! Why is it when I watch your pitiful flailing, I feel so refreshed? How dare you mock me, you fools! Who's the fool here, Code? Who's actually the illegitimate child? Because technically you birthed them. It was out of wedlock with the Ten Tails. So like, actually kind of they are. Kinda. Because there was like, or I guess, is Code technically their grandfather? Familiarly speaking? Because it's Code plus Ten Tails, which makes the base Claw Grind. Then it's Claw Grind plus original person, which makes the Divine Tree Spawn. So, like, technically, for all intents and purposes, Code, you're getting grandsoned by your grandson. But I do find it funny that Bug Tree, he just doesn't understand why, but he knows for a fact, like, yeah. Something about seeing you, who was always so mean to me, or at least the original me, makes me happy seeing you get all bullied. That's beautiful. I'm like, you fools! You don't need to tell me twice. I'll do it. I'll kill both Boruto and his comrades. It's a deal. From getting choked out by your newest grandbaby, to losing your arm to your eldest, to now hop, skipping, and jiving for them. Code, how far you have fallen, my friend. And in return, by any means, I'll have you hand over the chakra fruit. How? You literally just lost a whole arm. Are you getting that back? I don't think you're getting it. You're cooked. I'm pulling for you. I eagerly look forward to seeing where your destiny leads. So much. You know what? Part of me believes that Yoda is somewhat genuine, but I also do believe there is a genuine sense of disrespect in like all of his statements. Like you know, he does not really care. Let's see. Smurf while you still can, for I'll be the one who has the last laugh. Code. The more and more you appear in this narrative, the less and less I believe that. Once upon a time, I had faith in you, Buckaroo. I was excited to see your No Limits power. Then you got sunned by my glorious King Damon. Then you was cooking a little bit. Then you got sunned by Boruto. Then you got sunned by your grandson. Like you just keep getting sunned, bro. And like as a son, dog, fight back. But Hidari's like, wait, I mean, like we do not need. Can we just like slaughter him? But maybe that's the Sasuke part of him that's like, hey, he's like double the reason I did. Like, wait a minute. But let's see. What a nasty creep. Man, I kill him the next time he shows up. She's like, let him escape this time because you said so, Yuna. But like, I can give that man iron sand back shots. He will feel them forever in the Pure Lands. Let's see. You're free to do so. Oh, wow. I was like, yeah, I don't really care. So yeah, you're definitely isn't good on that talk fruit. Your current priority is something else. Your instinct. Turn your ear towards your heart. Your ears inward towards your heart. So that you can see the face of the target you are meant to devour. Gaara? Probably Gaara. If I had to hazard it out, Gaara or the girl. What is her name? Yoda? Yodo? Let's see. Yep, it's Gaara. Let's see. That's already a given. A special jutsu might have sealed him away now, but since I'm able to release said jutsu. Say it out loud. What was your choice? The 5th Kazekage, Gaara of the Hidden Sand. Yeah, Gaara may actually get nibbled on. Because who's stopping him? Unless Boruto shows up to fight him. I think Ryu's kind of going to cook him. He's going to cook everyone in the Sand Village. Who's going to fight him? Kankuro? Shukaku? Come on now. Food. Water. Uh-oh. Oh. Boruto, if you don't leave this darn village, what are you doing up there? Let's see. Boruto's just chilling. Uh-oh. Who's that? Who that? Kawaki? Probably Kawaki. If that has it. From the bagginess of the fit, it looks like Kawaki. Hey, I knew it. Let's see. Are you alone? Yep. The Wade is probably watching. What's wrong? Why haven't you attacked? I want to know. Why you haven't told Konoha the truth? Because it wouldn't work. Like, no, come on, Kawaki, we're past this point. We're 15 chapters into part 2, bro. 15 chapters deep. We're a year and a quarter year into this manga, bro. We know why it's a stitch. Let's see. Nothing good would come of it. Well, some might believe me, and there'll be others who won't. It'll just create a division and confusion. I'd rather avoid that. At least right now, Konoha is functioning normally. That's good enough. So let them persecute me as a rogue ninja. Besides, I've been able to gain unwavering strength, thanks to my teacher. You should not be stitching, Boruto. Let's see. What? What about that fool Momoshiki? Things ain't settled with him yet, are they? Sorry, I keep struggling with there's so many characters. Let me see. What about that? 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 The Ginyu Force! What about that? Idiot Momoshiki. Things ain't settled with him yet, are they? From what I saw earlier, you still can't control your karma. which is crazy. Which is like because I thought Momoshiki. Unless I need to once again, I need to reread part 1. I thought he gave up. I thought like it's impossible for Boruto at least to become Momoshiki fully. Like I guess maybe Momoshiki's spirit can still take over the body, but like he specifically saved Boruto's life, gave him that permanent karma seal over his entire body in order to save both of their lives, and I was like, deuces, I'm still gonna haunt you though. So the fact we haven't gotten him in a year and a quarter year is kind of crazy.
About 2 years ago, when my teacher and I fought code together, I used... Oh, so he may be talking about Sasuke and Code. Or Sasuke and Kashin Koji. I used my karma for the first time since I'd left the village. That's when I sensed it. Something similar to the feeling I got whenever Momoshiki possessed me.
Ah, okay. So essentially now using karma is just a key gateway to the spirit of Momoshiki inside of me. Like, thanks for the keys, bro. And trying to drive the car. I was like, what?
A feeling where I stopped being who I am and started dying while conscious and aware. Since then, I haven't used karma once.
So, base Boruto is just this swole. That is crazy.
Why did it happen? What brought it on? I actually don't know. He's been completely quiet these past 3 years.
3? Okay.
But it's possible that activating karma will cause him to emerge.
Okay, so this, it isn't just like, well, it is literally Kishimoto and Ikimoto holding Momoshiki back from us. But also, it's like an in-universe thing that he hasn't spoken. I thought just we weren't seeing him, because every time he spoke, it was like off-screen or something. But no. In-universe, he's kind of just been... Activated karma! Oh, he noticed. Well. So activates it again. So I guess it literally just has been that.
Darn it. So in some ways, things have gotten worse.
Yeah, because at least before Boruto could activate the karma without having to worry about Momoshiki. At least somewhat.
Anyway, Kawaki, you probably realized this already, but those Divine Tree people are no ordinary enemy.
Huh?
Especially Yuta.
I keep saying Yuta, because for some reason my brain is reading the J as a Zu, or instead of Jura, I'm reading as Yuta. So, like, sorry if that comes out weird. Really considering there's another character in the Manga Review Weekly that also has literally the name Yuta with, like, a Y. But I'm going to keep calling him Judah. I'll try to, like, make the J more pronounced. Because it's even to me, it's like a little bit too much like Yuta. When it's supposed to be Judah or something along those lines. I don't want to just say Jura. No, it may end up being pronounced just Jura. And anything, I more so assume it's going to be pronounced like Judah. With a very big emphasis on the first syllable. Not so much the second.
Especially Judah. I can't take him down by myself. I need your help. Hey, don't change the topic. We're not done discussing Momoshiki.
You do have bigger fish to fry, Bresky.
All I'm saying is that the Divine Trees come first. Once they're gone, if I happen to lose it and run amok, go ahead and kill me.
Hey, at least he's down for it. Let's see.
Huh? But, for either situation, you need to get a lot stronger. You're my dad's student. Normally, the ideal thing for you would be to free him and have him train you directly. But that's not a realistic option, because it'd take too long. Kawaki, what I'm about to tell you is a conclusion that you would have reached on your own.
Oh, no. Is this the smart thing to do, boy? Did you consult Kaji? Is this the smart thing to do? You're gonna stitch? Uh-oh, let's see.
It's a conclusion that you would have reached on your own sooner or later. So since quicker is better, here it is. Wait, hold on. What are you saying? Get Amado to talk. He's been hiding your power from you.
Ooh, interesting. Presumably. I mean, that makes sense. It's Amado. I'm not shocked, but I'm shocked. Oh, what do you mean?
Huh? In addition to putting limiters on your offensive abilities, he's adjusted your defensive and regenerative abilities to above maximum levels.
Wait, to above maximum levels?
What? That geezer. Likely because he can't afford for me to die. Ugh. How'd you find out? How did Boruto find out? And that told Minion.
Oh!
And that told Minion the other day was the real deal. Even if it was, it's hard to believe Koji is alive. And say that he were. What could he do at this point? What's his motive? Mado needs your karma for his own self-serving purposes. He messes with your abilities to try to prevent your death. But he thought Code would attack you. If you think I'm lying, ask Amato. I'm heading out.
I'm shocked Kawaki's, well, then again, I think he knows. He knows the, in the pecking order, I think Kawaki knows he's down pretty low right now. Let's see.
Boruto, I ain't changing my opinion. All Tsutsuki are evil and need to be exterminated. Those Divine Tree people, I see Tsutsuki's fault for bringing the Ten Tails. Every single one has to be eliminated, including you and me. But we'll start with those pesky Divine Trees.
Okay, so even if Boruto's not allowed back in the village, they're at least on the same terms. And now Kawaki's gonna get an amp. Hallelujah. The man needs it, clearly. Let's see.
By any means necessary, even partnering with you. No need to tell me twice. Better not weigh me down, bro. Back at ya, jerk. To be continued.
Alright. A nice little come little W chapter. Come little W chapter. Come little W chapter. So, this lays out a couple different things. Well, some of which the last chapters or the previous two chapters laid out pretty well. But I think the elaboration and further extrapolation on it works. Number one, this has shown that, at least in my opinion, time has passed in the universe. It's no longer the same initial day which started part 2. Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. Time has passed in the universe. Enough time for Moegi to have scurried off, or Moegi's clone, I forget her name, but for Moegi's clone to scurry off and cause havoc in the Sunagakure, and thusly injure Gaara gravely enough that he needs to be sealed away, and for Shinki to get nibbled on by a divine tree, creating Ryu. And now Ryu's goal is to spin back on the Sunagakure, the village hidden in the sand, and undo technically his own sealing jutsu in order to access Gaara to nibble on him. This once again leads to the question of what happens when a divine tree actually eats its target, as Gaara, so far I love him, but he's the least important character out of all those who have specific divine tree targets. Unfortunately, Ada is more important than Gaara. Obviously, Sarada is more important than Gaara. Konoha is more important than Gaara. What other ones? Naruto Uzumaki, clearly more important than Gaara. So, like, unfortunately, Gaara may be the first sacrifice to see what actually happens with that. So, that's a big thing. We may see what actually happens when their targets are achieved by their respective divine tree people. Then, the next thing, Code. Garbage. He's going to still be going after Boruto, which is no surprise, but considering he lost his hand here and is seemingly unable to regenerate it at all, yeah, he's cooked. I'm not sure what his role in the narrative is going to be. Maybe he'll try to sneak Boruto, but once again, I just don't think it'll be that effective. I think Boruto just claps his cheeks repeatedly. Maybe Code will end up joining them, since the end of the chapter sets up the Kawaki Boruto alliance. Maybe it'll be a combination of Momoshiki, Ishiki, and the false Tsutsuki and Code, because Code realizes, wait, they're going to clap my cheeks, and ultimately, I can't have my own grandchildren coming in clapping my cheeks back, so I'm going to team up with them. I can see that happening for Code, and naturally, the next question is, or the next thing that's established, is that the divine trees are willing to expand. They aren't simply going to be attacking Konoha Gakure, they're going to be spreading out throughout the entire world, meaning their numbers are going to simply keep increasing, as all it takes is one claw grime to nibble on a regular person in order to drastically increase the numbers. Of course, are we probably still going to get more notable characters? Yes. If I had to hazard a guess of what village we're going to see get attacked by the claw grimes next, I'm assuming the village hidden in the cloud. I think that's the third most popular village. Like, maybe we go to the village hidden in the waves. Not the waves. I forget what it's called. The village of the Mizukage? Maybe. Or maybe the village hidden in the stone. But one way or another, just because I feel like it'd be interesting to actually see a Jinchuriki get bit, I actually low-key want B to be the next victim of the claw grinds. If only I can get more B. And also just to see what happens when a Jinchuriki is consumed by a divine tree. Considering it's kind of like a Biju in a Biju, but not like a Biju in a Biju, considering this would be a new Ten Tails that's being used for this. So overall, a very, very W chapter. It established a lot. It's got me hyped for a lot. And I'm interested to see how this alliance plays out. So if you made it all the way to the end of this video, please leave. I just want to say, leave, bro jerk. It's funny to me because I'm immature, but leave bro jerk either as one word like BROJERK or two words, bro jerk, in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for watching. So remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to hit that little notification bell so you don't miss out on every news that comes to the channel. Also, I do happen to have a
Picture down below where you can support me for as low as $1 now on things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. It's time to become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Those perks will include the live reactions or the series I happen to review, ad free variations of all my videos, and becoming a $25 Patreon or $25 member, you can order whatever video you want. Also, the link to my Ko-Fi in the description down below. You can drop 5 minutes for a short video, 25 minutes for a long video, or any beats at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. Now, I'd like to thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is Back with the Pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our $3 members: Zara, Greyhound, Eternal Flame, NMA, Real Rare, Red Wolf 4765, Astro, Brandon Payne, G Prosper, and Glacier XZ. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $5 patrons: Midnight Lord 21, Kevin Encarnacion, Sean, Igneel Lind, and A+A. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $7 members, Fine and Austin Wimberly, A Uchiha, along with Yuki Ally. And I'd like to give a big ol' thank you to our $10 members, Robbie Uchiha, Jay Warrior, and AZ Void. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $10 patrons, Overlord Zero, Joaquin Munoz, and Idem Okami. And I'd like to give a final, giga, legendary, superhuman, beyond the bounds of reality thank you to our That Guy with a Pencil tier patron, okay, Calvin Elder.